Let's discuss the new concept, how we can index, how we can edit this index. Like if this is a name, so it should be a first name. So how I can keep that? First of all, you can also write this array after this spaces, because in computer language all white spaces are ignorable if they are written like this way I have. So now this array have 4 elements, but before I written this in one line, but now it's in multiple line. Okay. So what I will do, I will make a space here. I will say that hey, this is the first name. Okay, and I will give a point symbol there. A point mean a point. This is called a reference index symbol or associative symbol. Associative symbol mean we are referring this index to that value. The same scenario, I will keep this scenario all over the values and start editing their index. One thing you have to keep in mind, please do not make space after the words of the index. You can make space all of that. This is my concept. You can do that. You can do that if you want, but I suggest you do not do this, because we use this for the backend. Indexes are used for the backend. So that's why I'm not taking risk of entering this space. You can add their underscore like this, and this is our phone number and this is our email. But now the main point is that if I am using I, so I is starting from 0, so now our 0 index is not available there. Let's see if I just make a refresh here. So what does it mean? So there are a lot of errors. Why? Because 0 is not replaced by first name, 1 is replaced by last name, and second is replaced by email, phone number, and third is replaced by email. So now the main point is how I can get that values. So now the new loop is came to the game, which is called foreach, and that is the simplest loop. You will not keep this I and keep this updating and keep this condition. That will automatically keep the condition, increment, and the iteration. So I'm just removing this. Now I just used before for, now I'm adding here each. So this is our new loop, that is called for each. For each require an array, so I'm just entering array like this. There should be no less than, greater than symbol. There will be as. As mean you have to keep this array as the first this pair will be mapped to these two variables like this. I'm just saying that hey, for each this array, as this index should goes here, this value should go here. The next iteration it will refer this one and insert this here, and then this one in the value, then another iteration this here, and that's it. So when I put here index, I want to echo the index as well as a column here like this and a value, and I know that they will be in the one line, so that's why I'm separating by the BR. So you can see the output that, and there is no any logic available. There is no any I 0, I less than, I plus plus. There is no any I plus plus and I logic here. This is very simple loop. You have to pass the array. It will convert the array as their first index will be mapped to this index variable. Maybe it should be I and you have to keep this I. It should be V and you have to keep this V. This is a temporary variable. Do not worry about that. Okay. So this value mapped to this value mapped to this. Another iteration it will goes here and this value mapped to this and this value mapped. In the same scenario it will continue the process. Now we have to make an interface where I can map these value, because in future we don't need to show them as this, because we have a table. We should have a table where row and column, row and cell should be a pair. So the first name should be in the left side and the last name should be in the same scenario. So now we are moving to the next interface level, how we can get the value and map that to the interface of HTML.